Hello crafters, in tonight's video we're going to be making a baby card with a mobile pop-up in the inside. We'll be using the Little Dreamers Bling stamp set and the Little Dreamers dies, along with the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. Hi, I'm Joan Heberlein and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan Simple Papercrafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a few seconds to turn the camera down and we'll get started. Well, here's that card we're going to make tonight. It is a baby card, but I promised you it was a mobile on the inside. But here it is. We used Little Dreamers to make this card. We used all the animals on this card except for the chipmunk. And we did use this star, but we didn't use these stars. And we didn't use these sentiments. I have a congratulations on mine, and I could have used this one and then just taped off this part, but my version has a matching die to go with it, so that's why I use that. And these are the dies we use, and we pretty much are going to use all of them. The sentiment we're going to use is this congratulations here, and it has a die to match it, this one right here. I'm just going to pull that off so we don't have to look for that later. We'll start with our stamping, and I am going to do a lot of the stamping off camera. What we needed first was about a half a sheet of basic white, and we already stamped 2 of the lions and 2 of the elephants and 2 of the stars. Now, as you see, these are mirror image. These are mirror image. This one doesn't have a mirror image. I'm going to show you how to do that one. Then we have to do our cow yet. I am going to show you how to do a mirror image first, and the one that we need to do is the lion here. So what you need to do is you bring in your silicone mat, and let's get our ink open. And then let's get our lion, and I am going to stamp it up this way. I do it this way so I can see that I'm getting it all inked right. And I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any spots there. And I'm just going to put it right in the center here, press it down really hard, and then I'm going to pick this off, and I'm going to take this paper here, and I am going to put that on there. And then I'm just rubbing it. I have some ink on my fingers. I will wash that in a second here. Let's flip this over. And that's what we have. Then what we do is we want to wash this because we don't want to transfer that to anything else. So we can use our mist, our Stampin' mist. And I'm just going to take my paper towel to wipe that clean. And I am going to wipe my fingers too, because we've got that ink on my fingers. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp off and then scrub it on our scrubber. And I am going to use the Stampin' mist on that scrubber as well. Okay. And then we need to stamp the cow. And how we stamp that, we can go this way or we can do it like I did the other one. Sorry. And I'm going to stamp it right here. Okay, then we need one more piece. And that's going to be our sentiment. And that's that congratulations. Sorry if my head's in the way. Okay. I'm going to close this up because I don't want to get ink on anything else. And then I'm going to just stamp off and scrub these right now off camera. So now we have our 3 sets of animals that need some ink on them. And I am just going to use our Stampin' blends. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to start with our lion. And I've done most of these just going without any blending. The lion is going to have a star. So now this is going to be a mirror image of this one. Go ahead and get that done. The Stampin' blends have alcohol in them, so they blend really well. So I'm just going to continue with these, and I'll show you what color I'm using on each of these. So this was the Dark Daffodil Delight. I'm going to use the dark petal pink on the ears and on the cheeks, and then I'm going to color over the top of that with the ivory. This is going to give us the hint of color, and we'll come back and color over it again when I'm done with the ivory, because the ivory is going to pretty much take it out right now. Now I'm going to do a second coat of the ivory to just give it a little more color to it. Now you see it's bleeding out into the belly, so I'm going to take our color lifter and push it back in. This is one of the best reasons to use this color lifter. It clears any mistakes that you do. It's like an eraser. There. This one I'm going to set to dry. Well, next we'll do our elephant. And oops, I'm going to bring this back here. I want to do our dark petal pink again. And what that is really doing is just lightening in those areas, pushing the tan color down, and it has a little bit of pink into it. We're going to use the light gray granite, and we're going to use our dark petal pink again, and we're going to do the ears and the cheekbone. So light gray granite. And then this is a dark gray granite for the tail. Then we're going to do a second coat. There's that one. And then we need to do a cow. In the cow, we're going to use the light basic black. And I want to get my other card because I want to make sure I do it in the right spot. So we're going to just do the tail and the hooves. And next we're going to take our dark petal pink and we're going to put it in the little curve of the ear, and we'll do the nose with that light petal pink or dark petal pink. So I think we've got all of our coloring done, and let me get this out of the way. So next we want to do is die cut. So we've got these we need to die cut. And you're going to say, how are you going to do this one? Because it's backwards. So we'll do that one first. Let me bring up my cut and emboss machine. So this is the one that's backwards. So we just need to flip that over. And you can see the pen comes right through. So that helps a great deal in lining these up. And then you basically guess where the edges are, because obviously I didn't go to the very edge very hard, so it didn't bleed through. And I'm going to just put that there. And we need this mirror image for our mobile. And I'll show you that in a few seconds here. So that is the mirror image for the lion up here. Then we have our elephant. We can cut on the straight side. What I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I can see the elephant. It works best if you get right on top of it. Look down. I'm going to put that up there a little bit. Then we're going to do the cow at the same time. And I'm going to cut this off so that I can get it on here easily. And I'm going to need a little more Post-it. This is our label and cover-up tape. It's not from Stampin' Up. It's something that I use all the time, though. And it's pretty sticky, but it doesn't tear the paper when you pull it off. And you can reuse it. Like you see the other ones I reused. And I think I can pull some off from this one yet. This one will work. Okay, we're going to run those through now. I just need my lid. And you notice I didn't put them side by side. I didn't put anything on the side of this cow. The rollers wouldn't be able to stamp that out properly. So you get a better cut when you have them just one at a time. We have our congratulations yet. And I can get rid of this cut and emboss. So the reason I didn't put anything that referred to a baby is because I'm using this for a baby shower. So I didn't want it to say like the baby has already arrived, like a star is born, or congratulations on your new little one. So that's why I just have it say congratulations, and then it'll work great for the baby shower. So let's get this one out. Let's get this one out. And this one. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. If you look on here, you can see the belly has those black lines on there. That is because I've been reusing this tuxedo black and adding the ink to it. And I think it's starting to break down because I haven't dated this one. So that means this is from before 2020, back when it was just not a consultant or anything. We'll finish up today, and then I'm going to take this and not use it anymore. Okay. All right. Trying to think what we need to do next. What we need to do next is cut our paper. This is the designer series paper we were going to be using. This is the Hello Irresistible, and that's from the Hello Irresistible suite. And I only ordered the paper because I loved how this paper looked, and I was going off this side of the paper. I just really love this. But then when you flip it over, they have these clouds on almost all of these. It has a grid on top of the cloud, and that has a hash marks. You get 48 sheets of paper, so there's 12 sheets of paper, double-sided, so that's 24 different designs that are on there. And you get 4 of each piece of paper. So yeah, really good deal. So we needed to have a piece cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 or 10.5 centimeters by 13.7 centimeters. I cut that ahead again to save us some time, like I did with all of these. Then we need to have our card base, which was 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches or 14 centimeters by 21.6 centimeters. I haven't scored it yet. We need to score it at 4 1/4 inches or 10.8 centimeters. So let me do that. So I have it right here, 4 1/4. And this is our scoring blade. This is our trimming blade. And they're both on the same track, but they can go all the way up and all the way down out of the way. So we can just use our scoring blade without having to take it off and switch blades. And I got that scored at 4 1/4. And then next we needed our piece of 1 1/8 inch by 7 inches or 3.2 centimeters by 17.8 centimeters. And this is going to be scored at 3.5 inches. So let me bring that back up here. So this is part of our mobile here. The other thing we need to do for the mobile is we need to score it. So I have these stars that I kept out for the mobile. So I'm going to put it just off of the score line and go ahead and get that in there. What I need to do first is get my 1 out, then our number 2, and this is the etched up, that's okay. Then we can put this down. So I'm putting that close to that score line, and I'm centering it right to left there, and then I'm just going to run it through. And there's all of those stars, and I hung on to those, and I'm just going to put them in this little dish where those other green ones were done. And then we'll just put the other one back in, do the other side, and that's where the center part is. And let's get this cleaned off too. And now we are done with our cut and emboss machine. Unless we make a boo-boo and have to redo something, but we should be done. So let's get our pieces out here. We can glue this on here. I'm going to use my Sweet Petunia glue gun for that. I put our multi-purpose glue inside of here so that I'm using our product. This gun is not our product. I bought it from Sweet Petunia. And I just went directly to their website to find that. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on here. And the reason I got this is because I have arthritis in my hands, and I don't have the squeezing or pinching motion that you need for these glue bottles. So that's like you're pinching, and I can't do that. All I can use is glue gun, though. That works really well. It hasn't caused me any discomfort so far. I'm hoping it stays that way. Okay. And I cut this leaving 1/16 of an inch for a border. That's about 0.1 centimeter. So just basically center it on your piece, and you'll just see just a little bit of the cardstock behind it. And I'm going to take my bone folder just to get that glue bubbles out. Okay. Next, we want to start assembling our animals on the front of the card. We will do the cow first, and we will have him sit on cloud. And then we're going to have a cloud behind his heads too. Right about there. Then I'm going to put the cow down. And then we can do one of these little ones with some dimensionals. I'm using the small dimensionals. I could put about 3 on there. I'm putting them toward the bottom, so that should clear the cow there and the other cloud. That worked. Then we'll do, I'm going to put these 2 aside. Make sure that I got those. Then we'll do the lion. And he's going to have a big cloud behind his head. And I am going to, I'm going to put some here. Then we can fill out the rest of the Then we'll do our elephant. And I'll make sure I got those matched up here. So this is the elephant we'll use. We want a small cloud here. And we can glue the elephant down. Then we can use a small cloud and a big cloud. Okay, I've got extra clouds here. I know I've built a couple extra clouds, but I didn't think I had that many. So I'm going to put the small cloud onto this big cloud right here. And then we'll use our dimensionals again. And then again, I'm going to put these on the bottom rather than on the top. And I'm going to move this one. I'm going to try to put one on here. Okay. And let's see, we need to put a big cloud on here yet. And that can be done with dimensionals. See where we're at. And all we have left is our congratulations. So we'll put 3 dimensionals there. And then we'll put glue on there the rest of the way. So we wanted it up to the T. Tell if that one came off. Then we'll do some dimension glue. I don't know where my silicone mat is. Trying to get that on there so it looks level. So now all we need to do is finish our mobile, and this is the pop-up mechanism, and we are going to make this the base for our mobile. So we have it scored in the middle, which is 3.5 inches or 8.9 centimeters, and then we want to score it at the two ends here at 1.5 or 3.8 centimeters. Let me do it this way. That's going to be 3.8 centimeters, and then we'll do it this way. This trimmer has two measurements on it, one on the left side of the channel here and one on the right side. So there's 1.5 inches on the right side. And that's why I was able to do it that way. Okay, let's see. So what we want to do is we want to open this up. 3/4 inch is 1.9 centimeters. And so here's my line here, and I'm going to put it right there. And then we want to put it 3/4 inch inward. We're going to put it right about here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. We need to use our tear and tape on there. We're going to take this, fold it this way and this way. We want to just take our bone folder and make sure that we got those fold lines going good. Okay. So then we put our tear and tape on here. I don't use my fingers to tear this because I mentioned before I have arthritis and this doesn't work well for me. So I am going to use my snips for that. And I probably should have these marked as those as an adhesive scissors. And I do have a pair, but they're still in the card class. Okay, let me get this one done. Yes, I just took my sweater off. It was cold and I put it on and I thought, well, a little bit too bulky to work around this paper here. It tends to pick up all the little pieces of paper and stick on the sides of the sweater. That should be 3/4 inch down, and we need to have it go. I'm sorry. I'll have it up there. This will be our 3/4 inch down, and this will be our 3/4 inch over. I'm not going to push it down terribly hard because I want to make sure that that is in the center and have it go down at the 3/4 inch there. Okay. That's our fold mechanism that makes our pop-up. And then we need to take some linen thread here. And I have some cut off already, so I'm just going to use some of that. We won't need all of this, but we've got plenty here. And I'm going to put it right through here. And we're going to just leave that for right now because we're going to put our elephant together first. And I want to put this on here first. And we're going to use CO Plus to make the string sit in there right. And I'm going to do it right down here. Just going to check on that. Yep, okay. So we're going to put our elephant in. I think that's ready. So now we want to tie this. So I'm going to do like I'm tying a bow on my shoe. And I'm just going to shrink those bows for right now. Okay. And then we want to bring in the elephant. So we're right about there. Then we're going to put glue all the way around on the edges here, because I want it to not look like it's going to peel open. The tear and tape would hold it, the string and everything, but I still want this to look like it's all one piece and holding together. And I'm going to stick this underneath there because I don't want it to, the glue to seep out. So I'm lining up all the edges there. Okay, so we've got our first one. We can clip that string. And I probably could have clipped that before I put that on, but that'll be fine. Okay. So then what you want to do next is we want to take this and double knot it. Actually, we're tying the bow again, just the 2 loops. So that's kind of tying it that way. Then I'll just clip this off here. And then we can use this for our other one. So we'll come over here and I'm going to go through that third one again. So third one meaning these are glued down. So this is the first open one, and then the second one and the third one. And that's what I did here. I went in the third one. I'm going into the third one here. So let's go ahead and tie our bow. And then we're going to get that string down lower. And we'll do the same thing like this one. And I got it going off the tail here, so I'm going to hold those strips back upon itself. And then we're going to bring it up here. We can't go as high because we've got the star there. Right about here. Okay. I'm going to bring this back in. I'm going to do glue all the way around. I had to look to make sure my video was still running because it stopped on me before because my phone ran out of charge. I tried charging it at the same time as doing the video. Well, that didn't really work. So I had to go and unplug it, charge things out, and then finish the video. And I'm hoping that everything is working fine now. Okay, so now we just need to do that looping of these two together. I do not have the dexterity in my fingers again because of my arthritis, but I just can't get these tiny things. I think I have some tweezers here yet. Got these we can probably get. We'll see if I can't get that to that through. Of course, I can't squeeze that either. Okay, let's see. I want to get back down there. Okay, let me get this out from here. Wish I had regular tweezers. I probably had here somewhere, but they're not up there right now. And we'll trim this up a little bit. Let's see. Oh, we still have these. We've got some of these we can put on there. So why don't we have these up here like this? I think the other ones were going the other direction. Well, we had them just going straight across, but I think we'll have them going like that. Maybe how about one from the bottom, and one going up. Let's do it this way. Perfect. Got our mobiles hanging there. All right, we are done. Oh, I forgot. I want to put some of this on that tape that's going through that base here. So there's tape here, and I do not want it to make the cards stick to each other. This is used for using when you're embossing. So you put this on the cardstock ahead of time, and then when you put your embossing powder on there, it'll keep it from flying away. It cuts down on the static electricity. As long as I'm doing that, why don't we put some gems on? These are the iridescent rhinestones, and they are going to be going away. Let's go ahead and use some. Let's put some on here first. And take some of this. Let's see. Let's put one right down here. There. That looks good. And we'll do this one. We'll try tinier ones on this one. And get a hold of the tiny ones. And I flipped that away somewhere. If anybody knows where it went to, let me know. I think this might be it. Now I think we're done. Well, I hope you had as much fun as I did making this project. Why don't you give it a try? If you've enjoyed today's video, would you do me two favors? Click the thumbs up emoji, which means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Mark your calendars. I'll be back in 2 weeks on Sunday, May 5th at 7 p.m. Central Time. That is Trout Day, so I'm going to be making something from the Gone Fishing stamp set and dies. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight, and I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.